Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 347 of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who is with me tonight? I got nothing for this one.
You really got nothing for this one, huh?
No, I had nothing.
don't worry. I will bring all my stuff up your arsenal tonight. Hey, it's Emanuel, aka Commander Lionheart.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Nick. How you doing?
Secret Agent Nick.
Mm-hmm. I got a new Hollow vid coming out in a couple minutes.
Ooh,
it's on my
fresh
webcam,
off the
only bolt.
Who else is with us?
And I'm John.
And welcome back, John. I feel like I've had you on a few times lately. We've been doing this, but I'm always happy to have you on.
Sean Valjean. Hey, before we continue, I'm going to mention the same thing that I mentioned before we started recording. This is the first time that John and I have been in the podcast together.
And you guys are friends outside of this, and I know he's been on your Twitch channel a lot before.
Yeah. John's been my wingman back when I was still doing Twitch. And Mystery Movie Friends, Mystery Movie Watch, all that stuff.
I guided you through Bloodborne.
Yeah. That what?
I guided you through Bloodborne.
Oh, that's true. That is true. He led me astray a couple times, but we made it.
I did not. Maybe
you did. You intentionally made me die a couple of times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Right. See?
I know how that game goes. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Tonight, we are here. I heard you said Ratchet and Clank. We are here, talk about Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, developed by Insomniac, published by Sony, and came out in 2004. Mm-hmm. And it took me 3 years to want to talk about, or more than that, 4 years to want to talk about Ratchet and Clank again.
Jesus, has it really been 4 years since we did Going Commando?
It was early 2021. This was actually on the schedule for 2021, like that fall winter. Maybe it was supposed to happen, but due to circumstances of the other guy leaving, I took it off the show. And I just had little urge to ever come back.
Yeah, since you were already in low spirits with the previous two games.
Oh, I hated it. I hated 1 and 2 was kind of just meh, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you hated 1?
Yes, I think you were there.
I know.
I mean, it was 5 years ago. I'm pretty you were there. I did not like 1.
I don't remember what I did yesterday, so
No, I don't expect him to remember. 1, I usually don't remember what my opinion was of a game, but 1 stuck with me that I was just like, this game is. Oh, that final boss fight broke the game for me.
Yeah.
in a bad way.
Yeah, I remember that I streamed the whole game when doing it. So, and that final boss, I don't remember how many times I had to die to finally fucking beat it. I don't remember. It was a lot.
I remember that game back in the day. It took me probably well over a year just to get through that final level.
It was extremely challenging. So wait, while we start their memories. So yeah, I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game since 2021. It was a combination of things. But part of it was the fact that this was a series that was connected to a good friend of mine, and then someone that I don't talk to anymore, unfortunately. And so I just kind of sometimes you have games that are associated with a time and place or a person, so you're just kind of fuck that. And that's kind of what happened here. But I wanted to, I'm trying to start writing off PS2 trilogies, and the fact that I did 2 of the 3 of these, I need to just get this done. I know there's more.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do the third trilogy. You just have to play Jak and Daxter 1 and never do the other ones.
It's weird. Why do you say that? You act like I wouldn't encourage you to play Jak and Daxter with me. Weird how you think that. Yeah, there's a reason why not one of those games have been put on the show yet. There's a reason. I don't want to play them.
Jak and Daxter 1 probably my favorite game of all time.
How about 2 and 3? Huh?
I unlike other people in this call, I like 2. I like major parts of 3, and there are parts of 3 I'm like, man, I kind of miss what the game used to be.
But that's not where that does fit. But no, so I have no history with this game. I've never played it before. I just had rage from 1 and 2, and somebody telling me, yeah, they actually fixed it in this one. This is the one this is the good one, and just never went back. So that's my history. What about you, Emanuel?
I mean, they fixed it for the most part with 2, but this is more of an improvement. I would think that in 2, I might be misremembering. In 2, you only got upgrades up to level 3, I think, of the weapons. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. But this one, I've only played. This is the second time that I've played the game. Like, I think that I mentioned that Going Commando is the one that I played back in the day. You know, back when I still had a PS2 in middle school. That was the one that I played a lot. 1 and 2, I never really played until I got the HD trilogy on PS3. So, first time that I played this game was on that, and that was over, let's say, 12 years ago.
It was a while ago, I'm sure.
It was a long time ago in a land very far away.
It's going to be painful.
The fact that I still had hair will probably let you know what kind of timeline we're talking about.
That's what Ratchet and Clank did to you. It took away your hair.
I mean, maybe, especially this. Well, this whole trilogy. To be honest, boy, we'll talk about it.
Okay. And John, what's your history?
I've played this game. God, I couldn't tell you how many times. I believe I remember picking this one up the day it came out at GameStop. Yeah, I've the original 3 Ratchet and Clank games I played a lot. So this but it's been 15 years probably since I played this.
Okay, damn.
So I had forgotten quite a bit of it.
I absolutely didn't remember any of this.
I remember bits and pieces.
I remembered Quark. That's all I remembered.
I thought the level where when the game first opens, like when you go to find Captain Quark on the jungle planet, I originally thought that happened like way deeper in the game, but I got it mixed up with the level where the ship crashes. Because I started it and I was like, wait a minute, I could have sworn like this was way deeper in the game, and it wasn't.
Nope.
Okay. And Nick.
Yeah, I like this game. I played it when I was a kid, and I played it almost every year since it came out. Like 1 time a year. It's a good one. I know Quark's waistband size. I know all 3 of Sasha's measurement. I know what Courtney Gears does in those holovids, and I'm not going to tell you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Those holovids are great because they're just
This is a good game. This is a really good game, guys.
It is. Like, I mean, as a guy who bitched about 1 and 2 years ago and then has like little to no memory, like the little thing that I noticed with this game is it was just, I mean, it's a third-person shooter just like 1 and 2. I mean, they just made it a little better because not only do your weapons level up, which God do they level up, you also get experience when you kill things, and if you die, it doesn't matter. You just restart the checkpoint and you keep everything. So you get bolts by killing enemies, you get experience, and you get weapon experience. So like you put all those together, and I'm on board with your game. And that's what I think. God, I remember 2 had weapon, but it didn't have experience. Like you couldn't get more health from killing people, from what I remember. But it's been a while.
I want to say 1 and 2 have tech upgrades. Like I know 1 you get like the soda machine on the gas planet that.
Well, there's bolts upgrades. Yes, you can buy stuff, but you don't like level up by killing things.
No. 1 did not have the weapon upgrades. 2 is the one that started it. But again, it wasn't to level 5. It was, I think that like level 3 or something was the max for those games.
Okay.
I will say, and I think, and I could swear that I say this on every single time that we talk about these games. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's like, did Insomniac make a patent that no other game could use this thing of like leveling up weapons to get better weapons that transform into even better weapons at some point? Like, why are we not funding this? Why is funding not going to this in video games? Like,
I don't play enough games sometimes, but like, yeah, cause, I mean, like, to me, this feels like a normal, like, this should be in games because this is fun. I mean, it could be.
The only games that have this are Ratchet and Clank, then the Resistance games, and what's the other one? Sunset Overdrive, I think it might have it. I have not played that one.
Weird, what they all have in common.
And Spider-Man kind of has it, but it doesn't have like this level of like, once the weapon gets to level 5, it changes into an even bigger weapon that deals even more damage and stuff. Like, I don't understand why developers have not gone with this idea. Like, all of those games, the only common factor is that Insomniac made them, but no other studio that I know.
Those developers don't have the rich Colombian cocaine that Insomniac had in 2004. See, we opened up the Panama Canal, and we got some real good coke out of that.
Because it's a simple concept. I mean, it really is, and you're right. It's kind of odd that other games don't have that. I mean, in gaming world, yes, I would say it's simple.
You get gun, you get bigger gun, and then you get even bigger gun. That sounds
I'm sure games have done it.
That's got
I can't.
No, it's like Pokemon evolutions. Like Pokemon evolve every certain levels into a different Pokemon. It's just the same thing with weapons.
That's Digimon.
I swear other games have to do it, and I'm sure someone listening to this is yelling at their MP3 player, being like, "That's not how this works." So,
yeah, I'm literally sitting here like, are there any other games that do that?
No, that I know of.
Weapons.
No indie game, no actual AAA game, AA game, or anything that I've known has ever like utilized this same system of like weapon upgrades to make a better weapon. Like, instead of 1 barrel, 3 barrels. How about 6 barrels? How about 2 bazookas? I don't know.
There's got to be other games, but no, there's something
I'm like, there's got to be. I'm trying to think if like a first-person shooter has done that, or
I'm sure there's stuff. We're just being confused.
I don't know, man. Ever since the 2020s, I've beaten over 1,000 games, and I have never seen this done before.
Is that true?
In any of those?
I don't think that's true, but it's close, probably, huh?
Nah. Hey, in 2020, I beat almost 200 games, so
that is brother. Fucking impressive, by the way. I'm trying to beat 100 this year.
I haven't even beaten 15 games this year, so.
Oh, and you've been on like 6 episodes of the show. Most of what you've been beaten.
So yeah. Actually, I can tell you exactly how many games. Continue. I'll tell you.
Okay. So, like, to me, this game just worked really well. Like, I didn't come into this expecting to have a great time, but I honestly did. Like, this game was fun. The combat was fun, and I wasn't expecting it to just be as good as it felt. I had no anticipation for this game to be good. Like, it just did not, and the humor was getting me. I mean, the story is your normal Ratchet and Clank bullshit. You're not here for the story. You're just here to play a really fun platform. Well, more shooter than platformer this time. I want to say. I mean, there's some platforming, but it's not. It's definitely less.
There's definitely platforming. I died a couple of times because of platforming, especially on that last goddamn level.
Is it the stupid transforming platforms that you jump on and you slide and then you can't jump? Same thing happened to me every freaking time I jumped on one of those. I lost I was almost through the last level on that last one, and I hit one of those stupid things, slid right off, and died. And I just about threw my controller across the room.
That's what save states are for, sir.
I started using them after that.
I don't think that the RPCS3 has save states, and if it does, it's not convenient for me.
It might not have.
Well, too good. Actually. Trust me.
I should have gone with the PS2, with the PCSX2 version, but I digress.
I played this on my Steam Deck, and it was wonderful.
I played it on my computer, and it was kind of funny to watch like a PS2 game make a 4080 stumble a little bit. I don't know what was up with that.
I will say, I had problems with this, and it was this game specifically. My PC shut down a couple of times playing this game.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. It did.
But it would, if I would do one of the the area slams where it breaks everything to get all the bolts, it would probably drop into the 20s.
Oh. There were certainly a lot of areas. There was one level where you were piloting the hovercraft in the city. That you had to I know exactly the one you're talking about. Oh my god, the FPS tanked on that one. I was in 20s or even 10s at some point, and I was like, good god.
What were you were you running I don't know if you were under Vulkan or OpenGL, or I was running OpenGL.
I don't remember.
What are you talking about? Those are I mean, if you ever have issues with that, for those that are confused, what we just talked about has different like engines that you pick from. And if you ever have issues with that, you can go on Google and it will tell you what to use. Because there's Reddit forums that will be like, yeah, this is the right one to use for this, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I always tell people.
Yeah, the video I watched at OpenGL now, whether there was something different,
You can just have anything.
Yeah.
They will work. They just won't work as well, usually, is what you run into.
I guess my problem was that I was running it on Falcon.
Yeah, that's just PS2 emulation in a nutshell sometimes. That's why, like, when I recommend it to people, it's very much like, here, make sure you look up stuff, and here's a list, and like here's YouTube videos, because it is not as simple as other emulations. So
Yeah.
Or you guys could just play it on a PS5 and stream it over the PSN store over Wi-Fi.
But I'm a
Yeah.
pirate.
I'm gonna tell you something. I am not paying PS Plus until they give me a discount because my PS Plus expired after the discount season a couple months ago. So, and I have not
call
renewed.
Your local representative. Just call your local representative and threaten violence, and you can get anything you want. Ask me how.
I mean,
He's in Puerto Rico. There's no representatives.
No. Also, when they let me take PS Plus for 14 days for $1, just like I'm exploiting Xbox Game Pass, then we'll talk.
But I mean, I'm happy that it exists for people, that it's out there. Like, I'm always sad when games you can't find it to play legally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes me happy, like you said, that there is a way to legally play this for people. Because I mean, I didn't, but I didn't because I wanted save states. I own this on PS3. I bought the trilogy years ago. I was like, I'm gonna play these finally. Yeah, that didn't happen. But I don't think I wouldn't have liked this game without save states, because most of it was all right. I mean, the game had some challenge here and there, but oh my god, that fucking final mission is just god awful. If I wasn't cheating, I wouldn't have gotten
the game was like really, really easy up until Metropolis. Metropolis is the first time where I was like, oh fuck. Oh my god. I bet I was stuck there for well over an hour on that.
Yeah,
trying to get past the stupid giant toad dudes with the green laser guns.
Oh yeah, they're hard.
Yeah, those guys suck. Like they fucking suck.
The game that suck, and they are up there.
No, but those guys are the worst because I died like a billion times to them in the final level as well. So, like they sniped you from like across the fucking stage.
Yeah,
they take like half of your health every shot.
The game has a huge difficulty spike in Metropolis. You guys are 100% right.
Yes, and the biggest problem for me is that once again, the same problem that I think that happened in 1 and 2. The checkpoints are kind of not spaced well together at times, especially on that final level. Boy.
They weren't terrible. Like, I mean, it's a PS2 game, so they weren't as close as like we're used to now. Like, it's not like the 360 era where you see it a lot friendlier. But they didn't seem awful, because there were times where I actually just used the real checkpoints and said, fuck it, I'll just get more experience, I don't care. And then there were times where, okay, I've done this more than once, I'm not fucking around anymore. But Metropolis, I was just safe stating like a fiend, because I wasn't dealing with that shit. But for the most part of the game, I was fine. Like, I would just let myself die, whatever. And because it didn't matter, you still kept all your experience and everything. So I didn't bother me as much.
Yeah, that is the good part. That you don't lose experience like a Souls game.
So this is the question I had earlier.
Yes,
Mike, did you have the PDA?
I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna assume no.
So on Captain Quark's planet, and this makes the final boss fight a whole lot easier. You find the PDA, you buy it for 250,000 bolts.
Oh no!
You can buy ammo anywhere, and you are.
I was working on it, and I was going to go pick it up next if I failed. But you guys put in the chat, you guys had mentioned some of the weapons, like the saw weapon. And when I leveled that up to 5, and I leveled up some other like Tesla coil thing to 5, yeah, he wasn't a problem anymore.
And another like tip that I figured out, if you have the jet boots, you can skip the entire enemies, all the enemies between like the first encounter and the second encounter, Dr. Nefarious. You can just fly through the entire level and skip everything. I
played Run for My Life and save state when it doesn't work out and try again. That's how I did that last part. So no, I get it. I'm with you.
I abused those hover boots as much as I possibly could. Those things were awesome.
Nick, as a guy playing it legit, did you have any problems with like difficulty being too much?
No, you just don't die,
Okay.
and
You get good.
You get the gun, and then you look at the person and you say, "You have wronged me," and then you use that big gun, and oh man, it feels good. Oh man, so many big guns and the big barrels. Oh, and then you get that whip. Oh,
The whip
And
was
you get-
good, actually.
you get that turret.
I wish I liked the whip.
It has its problems, but when you get it up to my only complaint with it is that it took ammo.
It's made of plasma. Of course, it takes ammo.
It takes too much ammo. Like you should be able to get more for it as part of the fact that you have a melee weapon in a game that isn't about melee weapons. It should use a little bit less ammo than what it does.
It just looks cool. You can just
I use it all the time.
Mm.
It became one of my go-to weapons. So like,
you got the
actually
cannon.
I leveled up
love
almost everything.
I didn't buy the second.
I didn't.
Man.
I bought like 5 weapons, I think, through the entire game.
Oh wow! I bought every single weapon that the game offered me. Like I was only missing the secret weapon in this game.
The Rhino.
I use the Agents of Doom, the turrets, and the machine gun. I can't think of what its name is. It like homes in on enemies after you leveled up a little bit. Those are like the 3 things I use the most through the entire game. Like
I had to use everything, otherwise the game was handing me my ass. Well, ammo. I ran out of ammo a lot.
That's sniper rifle.
The sniper rifle that up. That's so much damage. You could just use it as like a shotgun.
I didn't buy the sniper rifle either.
Good.
You can in the final level, the really really big guys that shoot the rockets up in the air. You can 2-shot them with a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me,
I just went with the bazooka.
I got to the final boss fight, and then I was swearing at this game big time, and my wife is like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, fucking game!" Like I was getting pissed.
Oh yeah.
And then I decided to. I put in the chat, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong here? And then you guys are like, well, are you using this weapon? And I'm like, no. So then I went and I spent the entire next day playing this game, just leveling up weapons until I bought all the weapons and maxed out all the weapons with the hollow glove and some other defense thing. And those are the 2 I didn't finish. Everything else was maxed out. I was max levels. I had the full HP. I didn't buy the final volcanic armor either because that cost too much. Like 3 million or 1 million, something ridiculous.
I think that's why you died a lot to that final boss.
That armor really only matters for the New Game Plus.
Oh,
I will say that, God, you take so much damage even when you have the highest armor. Like one hit from one of those green dudes that we were talking about earlier with the green lasers, like those took like 34 life or something.
Yeah,
or plus, like those fucking bastards, and they shoot like 3 times in a row at times.
I was not prepared for Dr. Nefarious' Shadow Clone Jutsu either. That thing killed me so many times.
Oh god,
that thing! I finally figured out how to get around it, but I was like, Jesus, this is ridiculous.
So did you guys play in like normal camera position, or did you play in lock strafe or first person mode?
I was third person, I believe.
I was third person for sure.
Third person and used strafe whenever I needed it.
I strafed a lot.
The lock strafe camera just makes it easier just to circle enemies and to never get hit.
I mean, I did all right besides the final boss. Like he was just, but I also I had leveled up a lot of my early weapons maxed out, and the damage they did was fractions to him compared to what you have to do to him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That was the issue I was having.
Yeah, the first couple weapons you get become obsolete in the 5th or 6th planet.
Yes.
You needed to go back to Slim Cognito and upgrade the bouncer.
Oh, I ended up using that weapon.
Hey, there's a bouncer.
I never bought anything from him. I kind of forgot he was in the game for the longest time.
The thing is that he sells you the weapons from previous games. If you don't have save data from those games.
I did not.
I didn't either.
That's what happens when you play it legally and you have save data on your PSN account, and then you can get all these guns.
You see,
it would be nice if they would have put the goddamn games to download from the PS4 and PS5.
You see, I would have had it.
Not streaming.
But the game, I have played these so long ago that memory card stuff is gone. Like, that was a completely different computer. That was a different. It has been so fucking long. But I was upset because don't they give you like a discount too and stuff? Like, because you have save data?
I think so, maybe.
Okay. One thing with this for me is that, it's years. So I don't keep that stuff. But I also didn't have a really good memory of what Ratchet and Clank was before. So it also made this game better, in my opinion, for me.
Take it in a vacuum. This is a pretty incredible standalone game. Yes. You don't really need a lot of prior knowledge.
No. Story don't matter.
Ratchet is a hero. Clank is a sexy role model. And Quark is what every boy and girl wants to be when they grow up.
A bimbo?
It's perfect. It's a perfect game.
Quark is Johnny Bravo and
but worse.
Yeah. What's the dude who has a really cool voice? His name Kronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, Quark is Johnny Bravo and Patrick Warburton combined.
Quark is one of the villains in one, right?
He's a villain in every game.
And two.
No, he's not. he's not the villain in every game. He's the villain. He helped the villain in one. He was secretly the villain in two, and he's
not a villain in this one.
He's kind of a villain.
No, he's not. He pulls what's his name from Independence Day? Randy Quaid. Hello boys, I'm back with his ship and all that shit.
No, it's more Han Solo from
A New Hope. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. But I remembered bits and pieces of it. This game does explain it, but you are right. Like, this game can be completely standalone. Like, the story's not bad, and I shouldn't say it's forgettable. It's just you don't need prior knowledge to be able to just enjoy this game, and it's still fun. Like, they do a lot, and they do a lot of things that make this game unique. Like, you have all the stuff with Secret Agent Clank, like you have a couple levels with him, and that's fun. And I've realized that we have now played 3 different games that were end of a trilogy, and only one of them decided that you don't want to play as the main character anymore, right? I'll play everybody else. And this game didn't do that, so thank you, game.
This game was made by undiagnosed autistic and ADHD people, and it's amazing because you're never doing the same thing in like 5 minutes. You got a Quark vid comic, you got Secret Agent Clank levels, you got gladiator death battles all the time. You got the suck cannon, you get a hovercraft. There's just so much different things to do in the game. And not one of them is bad, really. They're all just take 5 or so minutes and you keep going and you keep going.
The gladiator stuff was actually really good. I did almost all of it except for one of the obstacle course missions, simply because I just didn't want to.
I remember every time I play this game and you get to the death battle and you have the one that's like 100 stages, and every time I unlock that 100 stages medal, I'm like, I got 25 minutes of just pure fun coming up. And you get to use the suck cannon, and you just suck everybody up, and you just blow everybody down.
The suck cannon is actually a good weapon. Like, I leveled it up.
I'm feeling a little bit awkward here. There's a lot of talking about sucking and blowing and weird noises coming out of Nate's mouth. I am not comfortable with.
All the weapons are actually good.
I need an adult.
That's the humor of the game. Because apparently Quark got calculations with the monkey.
Mm-hmm. Oh god! What's the goddamn thing that he uses? The crushinizer or whatever the fuck the
crushinizer.
Yeah, that fucking thing. Jesus H. Oh god, it is still warm.
So how do you use the rhino? Is that what all the big bolts do?
I don't remember how you get the rhino in this game, because usually the rhino in a lot of the Ratchet and Clank games, you have to like collect schematics. I think that was in the future games. I think that over here it's a little bit simpler to do.
I think you just buy it from the regular store, or you buy it from Slim Cognito.
It's usually just Slim Cognito. He's the one that usually sells it to you in the trilogy.
I think it's 1.5 million, or
it's hell expensive. You can only like get it in challenge mode.
Yeah.
You could get it in normal mode, but you are going to be grinding a lot.
Yeah, and really for normal mode, all you need is the suck cannon. It just sucks so much. Ugh.
But does it really hurt the final boss?
It can, because you can suck up crates.
There's not a whole lot of crates.
My recommendation for the final boss is just use the bouncer.
Oh, the bouncer. Oh.
Like when you level it up to level 5, and once it hits the enemy, it creates little bouncers, and it just gravitates toward him, and it deals massive damage.
Yeah, I didn't use that on him. I used the saw a lot, and the saw was fucking just massacred him once I had it level up to 5. That was a good weapon.
Who knew? Just rotating blades of sharpness.
Rotating blades
do so much damage. That's crazy, man. But imagine if you could suck those blades up.
Oh god damn it!
I do like we were talking a little bit like the Secret Agent Clank, like having some of his levels. Those were I thought were a really nice touch. There was just so much. Just because they're not long. They're even they're not.
I'm glad. I'm glad that they're not long, and there's like only like what 3 of them in the game.
Yeah, they don't overstay their weapon.
Because some of these Ratchet and Clank games have the Clank sections, and it's always like 20 of them, and I always hated them. Like there is not a single one of these games. As much as I love this series, there is not a single one of these games that has Clank missions that I like. Oh fuck. Secret Agent Clank is the worst game in this whole series. Like that game is pure absolute garbage.
So you're telling me that you're not gonna be pushing me to play any more of these.
We're not going to do Secret Agent Clank or Size Matters, Michael. We are doing Deadlocked, and then we are moving to the Future series. Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, which is a very short game that I think that we could just combine with one of the two, and A Crack in Time, which is the best Ratchet and Clank game, and I will not hear otherwise.
That is exactly what I told Mike before we started. I was hoping somebody was going to say that too.
I mean, you know me.
Oh
but
yeah.
Does it have the suck cannon?
It has Darth Maul.
I mean, this game made me want to play more of them, where after 2, I was honestly done. Like, I didn't need more of this series after that. And this game actually made me want to go, maybe I could go for more.
Deadlocked is more, not necessarily the arenas, but it does have like that kind of element, and maybe like the Halo 1 like team death matches and stuff like that, but there is story, but it is mostly like that. It's not like you jumping planets and stuff like that. You do get weapons, you upgrade them. You don't have Clank. You have you literally look like Master Chief, but red.
Yeah, I was looking up stuff about it.
It's a really good game.
It has like a line that I use like in my daily life. It's that what's the dude's like? He said, "I am beside myself, and man, do I look good."
I think it's one of the reporters, one of the guys that's commentating on the event.
I think that's the most important thing to this game. I mean, the suck cannon's great. The characters are all really fun, but the humor and Up Your Arsenal, just stellar. I don't think there's a lot of funny games out there, but this is such a charming and witty and quirky game.
Quirky game?
Yeah, I just every cutscene's tons of fun. They give you a great villain that is just stupid.
I will say I do love that the Nefarious. Like he has become the best villain in the series for a reason. He's just so great. I love him.
His butler hates him, and that's so brilliant. That's so funny.
It's so good. When his gears get stuck and he's like, "Ooh, this is my favorite part of the day." Fuck. Lawrence.
Okay, Dr. Nefarious was a fun villain.
I love him, and he's a recurring villain. Like he really comes back in later games.
It's just such a fun game that I kind of wish I could have kids and I can show my kid this game and play it with him and have tons of fun, because I think it's a great game to introduce younger people to. None of the humor's too crude or crass, and the gameplay is simple. It's quick. All these kids that grew up with iPads instead of broccoli and nutritious meals, they can just easily digest this game. And then there's the suck cannon. And I just think we should
They can use the suck cannon to help them digest.
Yeah, we should just put the suck cannon in every game.
Not the Quackle Ray.
It's good. It's good. So the Crackle
Personally,
Ray.
Personally, I prefer the Sheepinator from the second game. But hey,
the Crackle Ray is overpowered. It turns enemies into ducks and into dragon ducks way too fast.
I never got dragon ducks.
It's a final one. They fly around and they drop eggs. It's tight.
I didn't bother to get it all to level 5. I got to like 3, and I was just kind of like, okay, I'm done now.
Level 3.
I didn't even buy it.
I bought everything just because ammo was my issue. I didn't know about that holodeck thing that you were talking about. I know I said it wrong until
the PDA.
Yeah, until a bit later, because the internet. I was looking up what am I missing. The internet's like, oh well, there's this, and I'm like, oh well, that's cool, and that would be nice to have, but like I had already spent a bunch of money by the time I realized it existed, and I'm like, if I can't beat the game, we will go get it. Otherwise, I'm going to see if I can beat the game with my loadout. And I was able to, because I was done. And I get like that with games. I mean, I'm sure I can't be the only one. I just get tired.
No. Once I saw the credits, I sent you guys the picture. Bye-bye.
Exact same thing. I was going to say, at least you didn't, leave the final boss fight, go get some more bolts, go buy the PDA, and then accidentally reload a save state. Back before you did all that, you had to do it again.
You can undo that, Ashley, sometimes. Depending on your emulator, there should be undo save state or load. There's usually stuff.
Not about 4 hours ago.
Sorry. I spent a lot of time emulators.
I had to go back through the Metropolis stuff real fast, which that doesn't take long to do, that whole military side quest thing. Yeah, I hit the button. I was like, "What? Are you kidding me? I have to do all this again?"
Yeah,
I want to play this game again.
I don't.
One of my favorite lines in the game was when they had Evil Clank and they're eulogizing Quark, and the president goes, "Yeah, Quark was a humble, great man," and Evil Clank goes like, "What a load of bullshit," and Ratchet clacks him on the back of the head like that. That's a great read on that line. What a load of bullshit.
This is really telling, but I used to be a very stupid child, and I played the game multiple times and would not pay attention to cutscenes. And for years, I thought Clank was just being really rude during the funeral scene. I had no idea. He was an evil version of him. Evil. I was just like, this is so off character. And then immediately I would just start playing again and start using the suck cannon. I'd be like, never mind. Just... man, that suck cannon's so good.
Take a drink every time he says suck cannon. You won't be alive.
No, you'll die.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a religious experience with a vacuum cleaner?
The Quark level vid comics. Those are just fun little platformers, and I like how they all read to what Quark went through, earlier, except I'm pretty sure part of it's fake story because it's written by him and he's
so funny.
They were funny and it was cute.
And they're hard. Not going through them normally is okay challenge, but there's skill points you can earn by beating each level within a certain amount of time, and that's bullshit. Those levels are really hard to do very fast and efficiently. But they make a really good challenge because the game has scaling difficulty that you can make the game more difficult and less difficult depending on how you play it. But man, those Quark comics, fun, breezy. Man, if they had the suck cannon, they would be perfect.
I mean, they were fun. They were a little challenging. I did a few times, but I mean, they're not optional, are they? I think so, except for the last one.
You kind of have to play all of them, I think.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you're right.
Yeah, because it's kind of part of the story of them trying to figure out where Quark ended up
and what Nefarious is doing next. That's how you get led to Metropolis.
Okay.
And also the fact that it reveals that basically Quark created his Joker. Instead of a vat of acid, it's a vat of gears. And that's how. Yeah.
And he put at the very end that he puts Nefarious's head in a trash can. It's so silly. What a brilliant.
It's perfectly in Quark's nature as a bully.
Mm-hmm. What a role model.
Also, I guess, I don't know, the Q-Force is introduced in this.
Yeah. Q-Force? Are those the robots you work with?
No.
No.
It's the monkey Helga.
The monkey, Al, Skid McMarks, and Helga.
Oh, they come back?
And I guess technically Ratchet and Clank, I guess, but not really.
Because
the Q-Force.
All those characters are like from other games. Like they're from the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Al is from the first game, and Skid and Helga.
Can we also talk about how this game has so many queens? I mean, Sasha, Helga, Courtney Gears, the monkey.
God,
man,
Courtney Gears. That
song is catchy.
Man, I don't know, but
I played her boss fight for a long time.
I wonder why.
You
wanted to use the suck cannon on that.
Yeah.
I would have to look this up, and I'm playing Death Stranding right now, so I don't want to. I'm pretty sure Courtney Gears is voiced by the same woman who plays Livewire in Superman the Animated Series, and the main character in Tank Girl. I can't think of her name.
Talent. Just talent.
I don't want to look it up either. It's not because I'm playing Death Stranding.
Don't worry. I'm used to the PC, so... keep talking.
Okay. I like Cork. I mean, there's not a lot of boss fights in this game. There's Courtney Gears, there's Dr. Nefarious. I mean, you don't fight Cork, which I think works. I think you've fought him before enough times. So
he's so cool.
I know one of the complaints was that there was a lot less platforming in this game than what you had in the other two. And I can't remember 1 and 2, but that's probably accurate, I'm assuming.
There's a big emphasis on running gunning. I remember, like, you kind of drop ship into a planet and you have kind of like a larger map, and you have 4 or 5 different places on the map that you have to go to in order to, like, proceed into the next part of the game. And that's kind of the most platforming the game really has. You have on Quartz Planet more icy terrain that you kind of have to deal with as well. But yeah, I think as the games kept coming out, they realized that their audience was also maturing, and they just wanted to adapt to that. And guns are fun. And then they got the suck cannon. So I mean, you just got to keep going.
You did know. I mean, I did notice a change where this game was much more focused on combat, and for the most part, I really liked it. I didn't really think about it having less platforming until I was trying to watch some YouTube videos before this so I could remember what I played and beat last week. It's been a bit.
And this is the whole reason why Deadlock exists. Deadlock is just like, you like guns, so do we. Here's an entire game of guns. And it's perfect.
I don't know anything about
this in Halo. Actually, this game has a lot of Halo influences as well. So
okay, that's fair.
Speaking of the dropping out of the airship, did anybody drop like right into one of Dr. Nefarious's attacks as you're falling out of the dropship? Because that happened to me a lot of times. It was that stupid I call it the shadow clone move he does when he like throws the 2 dudes at you. Every time I would jump out of the dropship, he would be winding one of those things up, and I could not dodge it.
Man, guys, I don't mean to be mean, but I did that final boss fight in 2 tries, and I
did that final boss fight in 1 try. I didn't even die to him.
It can be tricky, but as long as you have the sniper rifle, it's a pretty easy fight.
As long as you have the bouncer.
Oh man!
As long as you have the PDA where you can just buy more ammo.
Yeah, I was a little upset when I
had none of that. I just there are crates that pop up a couple times around you.
No, there's
no. I think that is a problem where, like, for example, the plasma coil, it just gives you 1 plasma coil. And it's like, why are you so stingy, Bach?
Yeah, the ammo replenishment system is stupid.
There's like not enough of it in certain parts. Where, I mean, I know the idea is that, okay, you need to play all your guns and level up everything, you know, which is what I tried to do. Like, normally I'm not one to level up everything in a game, but this was one where I did it because I needed to. And I did enjoy it. Like, I really did have a good time with this game.
And the guns don't take that long to level up. They really just want you to try everything out and see how it works in certain situations. But as much as I love the lava gun, I used the lava gun until I fully leveled it out, and then I never touched that gun again.
I forgot about that gun. I leveled it up too. I did exactly the thing you did.
Yeah, and there's just certain weapons, like the first 2 weapons you get 4 planets in, they're leveled up. They're just not useful anymore. And then you get the suck cannon.
I mean,
I don't even remember what the first 2 weapons were.
I mean, sometimes part of it is just having them. Is getting them, for me, a lot of it was getting it leveled up so so I had it. So when shit hit the fan and I ran out of ammo, I could use other weapons and not because like I know when I played Ratchet and Clank 1, I used the wrench a lot, and the wrench I never used the wrench in this game.
There's no reason to.
No,
except John was talking about it earlier. But when you get into a room full, at one point in the game, you get this ability that whenever you do a jumping slam attack, it breaks not just boxes but all destructible items in the close vicinity. And going back through old levels, it's really fun to see how low you can get the frame rate down to by just destroying everything in the level. And that's just so much fun to get it down to like 9 frames a second and know that you're going to get like 400 bolts. It's a good feeling.
To know that you can have a PS2 game take a 4080 Super to its knees. I
didn't have a lot of slowdown or anything with this game either, like on the emulator. It ran really good on my Steam Deck. I mean, I've had issues with Ratchet. Like when we did Ratchet and Clank 1, I know I had issues on that laptop, but part of it was, that was over 5. That was 5 years ago. Yeah, I had no complaint really whatsoever with this game running or anything, and that was a nice change.
That's pretty good. I'm glad that everybody had a really good time with this game.
Yeah, for the first time, I actually really liked a Ratchet and Clank game. So
I had an okay time.
But you also played others. You both have, all three of you have played other Ratchet and Clank games where, for me playing this for the first time, I'm like, wow, they actually got good finally.
I have played every single Ratchet and Clank game. Thank you.
I know.
Not just that, I have platinum every single Ratchet and Clank game. Thank you.
I haven't done that.
Even all for one?
Even all for one, even full frontal assault, even Secret Agent Clank, and even Size Matters. You should not do any of those.
I've
take a step back
and Rift Apart.
I'm about to start Rift Apart. I haven't played it yet. And,
it's good.
It's good. It's real good.
This game,
I keep thinking about
actually made me think about Rift Apart. Like, I know Rift Apart's been out for a little bit. I have not once ever said to myself, hey, I kind of want to pick that up. And after playing this, I was like, kind of want that now someday.
Yeah,
it's really good.
About part of the way through, I'm like, I might want to transfer that back to my PS5. I kind of might want to go through that game again.
Yeah, I'm either going to replay it on PS5 or just try and get it on Steam.
I tried. When I bought it when it first came out, and the very introductory video and first level, there's so much stuff going on. The visuals are too good. I'm not used to playing games that look really nice.
Me either.
And there's just there's shit flying everywhere. The enemies are really colorful. The grass looks really good, and the water, everything looks too good. Like you want to eat it. And I got kind of overloaded. Instead? No, there's no suck cannon in that game.
No.
But I got so overloaded, and then I came back to Up Your Arsenal. It's like, this is a PS2 ass game. There is not that much there, but everything that is there is well designed. The art style is for a 20-year-old game, looks damn good.
The game looked really good on my OLED. I was like, outside of the cutscenes, it's are compressed all get out. It looked really good on my OLED.
I love.
I was surprised how good this game looked from all these years ago, and it still looks good on the PS. And I was playing the PS2 version.
Yeah, that's just art style. Art style will trump visual fidelity no matter what.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, art style will always trump reality. These more realistic looking games. I have always been a champion of the cell shading style, just because those games usually tend to age very well in terms of visuals, like Okami, the Sly games.
I'm going back and playing the Shin Megami Tensei games on PS2 and Nocturne and Digital Devil Saga. But all three of those titles look still really good. And it's crazy to think that, man, these games are almost 20 years old. And
20 or more.
It's like, and then we have games like Vampire Survivors that just look so good.
That's just because there's something about pixels, man.
Something about pixels. I like pixels.
I'm literally playing Death Stranding right now, Death Stranding 2, and it is
pixels.
One of the best looking games I've ever seen. This game is, when I first started this game up, I was like, is this Is this a video or am I in the game? Like I couldn't
real life. Is this just fantasy? I did the same thing when I played Indiana Jones and the Dawn of Destiny. That game looks incredible. But again, in its own right, because these games are on the other spectrum of like, okay, they are realistic, but they look very good realistic, like not,
But also, we've gotten better at. It's not like the PS1 era, which is like when they went for realism at the time. It's fucking awful. So.
But even the PS1, the pixel games are still good. Like Symphony of the Night still looks incredible.
Oh yeah, Symphony of the Night still like peak.
And we're getting a new release of Final Fantasy Tactics. It's going to be coming out soon. And the original Final Fantasy Tactics, still one of the most beautiful looking video games I've ever seen.
I don't know why they didn't go HD 2D with it, but I'll accept it.
What did you guys think of the music in this game? I wasn't really paying attention because, it's me, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Is it just there?
It was music, I guess. I don't... This isn't like the Spyro games where, those tracks are ingrained in my head. Like in these cases of like the Ratchet and Clanks, it has like one or two tracks where I'm like, okay, yeah, but other than that, it's...
Okay, nothing that just stuck with you for life.
I think that it's because, music is it's lowered. It's not like, as bombastic as, say, PS1 games, like Spyro or Crash or something. Like another... in actual platformers, music does, fit the moods and the isms of the game. Like, for example, Jak and Daxter, it has like the like it has like tracks that fit the theme of the places. Like here it's like, okay, it's futuristic, it's outer space and all that, and it's fine. It's okay.
All right, it's something that I always like to make sure that we mention when we do episodes like this, and I hadn't really thought about it.
I play the game mostly with headphones on, and the Ratchet and Clank games, I never would talk about the music. It's not the reason why I go to the games, but there are music tracks in the game that when you're in combat or you're exploring an area, if you put that game on mute and walk through that area, it's not the same thing. Even the very first level, like Florana, you have this kind of like drum beat that's really cool, and it sounds almost a little bit more primitive because they're kind of getting the edge of this planet's a little bit not as developed, and it fits. And every planet has its own theme, and it's subtle, but it absolutely works in the context of the game. But I don't think I would ever buy a CD of any of the music.
Okay, no, fair enough. Did you guys even know this game had multiplayer back in the day?
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
I always forget.
The boys and I would always get on those multiplayer maps. We would fix those turrets. We would get in the little RC car and get some airtime on the ramps.
Okay. I did not. I never knew this was an online game. Like, and I remember I was around this time. I was playing games, buying games constantly. Like, I had no fucking idea that this game had online back then.
This is like Halo 2 LAN parties.
That I knew had online.
Yeah, you play it for like 2 hours and you're like, all right, guys, that's it. That we did everything there is to do. And then you would go to Subway. And man, Subway. Back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's just no $5 footlong anymore. That's all. Subway's still there.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Subway with my son,
$10 now. Or like $10+ now. Yeah, like, fuck.
13. I mean, I was just trying to get anything else. Oh, and I did forget the other boss fight where you fight the giant evil Clank at one point. You're on a train. That was fun.
Yeah.
So,
the set pieces are small, but they're pretty good.
And you do have some like the little missions, like I'm assuming, which is what leads into what becomes Deadlock eventually, like a little like, oh, we gotta go fight these turret guys or do this, and then you just finish the level kind of thing. Those were fun too, the little maps. Which now that I know the game had multiplayer, I'm assuming those also played a part in multiplayer too.
Yeah, a little bit. The fact where you have to like use your wrench to turn down a over big screw until it gets all the way down. Core component of the multiplayer matches.
Okay.
The best thing you will ever do.
I also did not realize that they made all three of these games 1 year after another until YouTube told me.
They cooked.
When it's the same thing with Spyro. They did them 1 year after the other. Like Insomniac back in the day, they could pull that shit off. Now, obviously not.
No, games are so much bigger.
I mean, game development nowadays, like, hey, even indies, look, we're finally getting Silksong after 25 years.
Yeah, it took Team Cherry 7 years of sitting on their ass to get a Silksong, and they got 3 Ratchet and Clank games in 3 years.
Man, if that game isn't perfect, the internet is going to die.
Remember the day when we had like 3 GTAs per generation, like Vice City, GTA 3, and San Andreas all in one generation, and now Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories also came out on PS2 eventually.
Crazy.
I mean, those were ports from the PSP, and those that was
came out
a different division of Rockstar. But yes, I understand what you say.
I mean, we've gotten what from Rockstar this decade?
Red Dead Redemption 2 was the last thing that they did, and that was in 2018.
And then we'll get GTA 6, and they're making their game.
I was about to say we got like a GTA and a Red Dead in one generation.
Yeah,
but GTA 5 just is the game that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. Somebody started adding expansions to it. They just never stop.
What if they make another table tennis game? That'd be dope.
I know what you're talking about.
What if they actually put Agent out?
I don't know what that is.
That game is dead.
What
if they actually made Bully 2?
Okay, that would actually get me excited. Like Bully 2, I would be one of these freaks out there freaking out about GTA for Bully.
No, Bully I should play. I've always wanted to play Bully 1. Well, one thing I'm trying to do with this podcast too, like one reason why
really good.
This game is on the show finally, is I want to play PS2 games that I missed. And this was like one of them that I never experienced it. So that's always been kind of one of my goals too.
You're welcome.
I will say for Bully, play the 360 version. It's way better. I mean, it's the like complete version. It's got a whole nother level, new characters. Like it's the.
I think I have it on Steam. To be honest with you, I think they got released on PC.
Apparently, that version is busted.
Oh, it is? I tried to get that game working on PC for probably 3 days, and that game is totally unplayable. You can't. I couldn't fix it, and I couldn't find anybody else who had fixed it.
Oh, that makes me sad because I don't want to hook up my 360.
Xbox.
I mean, you can just simulate the PS2 version.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't have the. I wish they would release the Scholarship Edition on PlayStation because like it is the definitive better version of that game.
Yeah, but Rockstar doesn't release games that aren't GTA 5 anymore, so you know.
Sure,
that's true.
All right, another thing I want to bring up that I forgot about, and then the video I'm watching reminded me, is the sewer thing. How you go in the sewer and you get those crystals, and like that's one of your side components of this game. Mm-hmm. I actually got almost all 100 of those. I was only missing like 4, and I just didn't care enough anymore to get them.
So you, at the very end of the game, you will unlock an item that unlocks the map.
And I had the map for it.
Yeah, and that makes that entire section so easy, especially when you have some weapons that you just need to level up, like the lava gun, the turrets, the Agents of Doom, the suck cannon. You can just go in real quick, and I think if you start from 4 sewer crystals, you get through it by playing that level all the way through, and this just go all the way through, get the other 99 or 96 crystals. It only takes like an hour.
If you just close, but I didn't care anymore, and I didn't look to see if there was a reward for getting all 100 of them.
You get a skill point.
What do those skill points do?
They unlock cheats and like big head mode. You get different. The big bolts also add. Yeah, nothing really fun. It's more for like collectors.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just something to work towards when you're on like your 6th or 7th playthrough.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, that doesn't interest me, but that's okay. I'm glad. I was wondering what was. I just didn't bother. I would try to get the last 4, but I was getting confused because the map has like there's 2 different levels to that, and I was all my weapons were maxed out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just done, and I'm gonna go try to beat the game again.
Yeah.
Which I then succeeded.
Oh man. And just take a second to talk about challenge mode. As soon as you beat the game, you unlock a harder version of the game, and then your health gets doubled. All the weapons you have can level up from level 5 to level 8. Yeah, and it just gives you so much reasons to just go through the entire game over again. I remember when the remake for the first game came out on PS4. I beat that game and then immediately started the game over again on challenge mode, just because it's the same game again, but it's everything you want, just more. And this game does that exact same thing again. You could play this game over and over and over again and just never get bored.
I can't remember, Emanuel. Are you a fan of that remake for PS4, or did you hate it?
I don't hate it.
I have a long time.
I have a lot of issues with the game's story and the characters because it takes away all the edge that the original game had. Like Ratchet never really has like that bickering and fighting with Clank. He's just like very buddy to him from the get go. So there isn't like any character development in that aspect in a sense. And also Quark has like, he's not alone. He has like a quote unquote Q Force, but it's not. I don't think it's called the Q Force. I think it's the Galactic Rangers. That's what they're called. And they introduced Nefarious in that game.
Okay.
Like it seems like they fast track it. Yeah, they not only do they introduce Nefarious, like his biological version, but they also like, I think that in that same game they turn him into the actual Nefarious, and he's the actual final boss instead of Sherman Drake, which was the final boss of the original game.
Remember him. He lives rent-free in my brain as boss fights that pissed me the fuck off since I started this podcast. He will live there forever. So, yeah, in terms of the story and the characters and what they did for the remake, I don't like it. I think that they bastardized it. But in terms of gameplay, it's pretty solid. And and it introduced one of my favorite things in the series, which was the holo cards, which is like it shows an image of previous weapons or previous characters from across the whole series. And if you got like 3 versions, I think, or like if there were like sets, like there were sets of 3 with certain cards, and those would like give you stat bonuses or weapon bonuses. So in terms of gameplay, it's really good. I really liked it, but in terms of the story and the characters, I don't like it. Okay,
I have materials.
I feel like we talked about it years ago, and I couldn't. And it's been so long, and I was like, I have to ask since we're actually on this topic again for the first time.
And I know that we talk about, or you guys talk about like these games don't really have story. It does, but it's just the future series goes into actual story much better. Like it's the reason why A Crack in Time is the best in the series. Like I fucking love the story in that game and the characters in that. Like it's so good.
I've heard a lot of really good things about the future games over the years.
Yeah, they're great. I really like them.
Ratchet and Clank doesn't really have a bad game.
Yes, it does. It's called Secret Agent Clank.
Secret Agent Clank is pretty fun. It's not that bad.
It is not fun. It is a piece of shit. Size matters. It's another piece of shit. Nobody should play those games.
Secret Agent Clank hadn't come out yet, right? At this point?
What?
Secret Agent Clank had not existed yet, correct? At this point?
No. Secret Agent Clank came out in like 2007. It was done by another one of those goddamn replacement studios.
Yeah.
Originally for the PSP. Turned to PS2, just like Size Matters, just like Liberty City Stories.
I mean, just like Chain of Memories, but on the Game Boy Advance instead.
Talk about a game. What a brilliant game changed the memories on the GBA. That pixel
We have talked about it. Listen to our giant Kingdom Hearts saga.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
One day I will play a Kingdom Hearts game. One day.
You don't need to.
I own them all.
Well, then you did your part.
Well, now you have to commit it to memory.
I want to. It's just I have this small series called Legend of Heroes to go through. Like
yes. And now with the remake, it's
what are we up to? 13 now?
Let's see. Yes, Trails Through the Beyond will be number 13. Yes.
Yeah, that's a series I want to play, but when you guys talk like that, I'm just like, I'm good.
It's less convoluted than Kingdom Hearts, but it's just very long.
Everything is less convoluted in Kingdom Hearts.
Like there isn't like none of the games are side quests, like or side games. Like they are all like
neither are the Kingdom Hearts games.
Oh no, I know, but like you could say Recoded. You don't really need to play that. because it doesn't add any value to
Okay, you picked
to
one
lore wise.
One game in that series you don't need to play. That's it. You don't got any others.
Yeah, but
just start with the Sky game, like play through that trilogy. You can take a break after that. Go that. That's what I've done. I haven't touched the Trails game in like 2 years after I played the Sky games. But like I have
other stuff I have to finish first.
Yeah,
as we're getting a remake of the first Sky game, like I do recommend. But if you can't, because the Resident Sky games are only available on Steam. If you can't afford to play them on there, just wait for the Sky remake that comes out next month.
They're also on GOG on PC.
They're only on PC. They're not available on consoles, unfortunately.
So, anything else to say about Up Your Arsenal?
That name is funny.
It honestly is.
I mean, they have always like, except for, well, I guess because it's Going Commando, because it's getting naked. Up Your Arsenal, up your ass. Size matters. Wah wah.
Mm-hmm. Deadlock means up your ass.
No, it means suck cannon. Deadlock doesn't isn't anything. Deadlock has nothing. Secret and Clank has nothing. Tools of Destruction has nothing. Quest for Booty.
Tools of Destruction is all about our United States invading Iraq. That's all that's about.
Quest for Booty. A Crack in Time. All for One. Full Frontal Assault. That's kind of the last one, because then it's into the Nexus. The Ratchet and Clank remake, which is just Ratchet and Clank, and then Rift Apart. Like,
see, I'm waiting for the sequel to Rift Apart, where it's like rated M and it's just Ratchet and Clank Goatsy. I'm like, yeah, we're getting into the big times, man.
I don't think they're good.
Ratchet and Clank Theft Auto.
All right. I don't know. Anything else you guys want to say? We go to questions. I have a few, not a lot. It won't take long, but I got a couple.
I miss the style of writing that this game has, like the kind of tongue-in-cheek crash. I miss that in games today. We need to know that. It's great.
I think that my favorite stupid ass comedic bit from this game is when Clank doesn't know who Courtney Gears is, and Ratchet is like just doing these poses. He's like, that's so.
There's some funny shit in this game. Like, I laughed and I had a really good time. So
my favorite joke is it's in the beginning, but Ratchet and Clank meet the president of the planet you're defending, and he just says the president is very straight-faced. He's not a very comedic character, but everything he says is funny. He just doesn't know it. And he's talking to Ratchet like, Ratchet, Sasha tells me you're good with your hands. And Ratchet's like, sir, I would never.
Sir, I would never.
I would never. And then he's just like, oh no, I need you to repair something for me. It's like, of course. That's exactly right.
It reminds me of the writing like Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for
I had a
kids
nickel
and
for every
adults.
time we talked about that this weekend alone. I have 2 nickels. Did not expect that.
Oh, Gravity Falls is like one of the greatest cartoon shows ever made. It might beat Avatar: The Last Airbender for my favorite animated show of all time.
Interesting. Oh.
I love Gravity Falls. It's so good.
It's a good show.
I only
watched
show.
a little bit of it. I should someday get around to it.
It's kind of a slow start, but it gets there. It'll creep on you. Don't worry.
It like to put it in context, like I had kind of given up on like finding good cartoon shows these days until I watched an episode of that, and like after one episode, I went and watched all the series that was out to that point. Like I was like, I have to see more of this. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just timeless shows that it's a show for kids, but it doesn't treat you like a child. And it knows that you're probably an adult in your late 20s, early 30s. You do not like your parents. Rent's due in 2 weeks. Here's a good little show to watch. And it's nice.
I'd say it's the opposite. I don't think that it's actually a kids show, to be honest.
No, it's a show kids can watch because they're not going to understand some of the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Or it has like one of my favorite memes is though one does not simply teach kids swears. That show's so good. Now I want to pull my Blu-ray out and watch it.
It's a good show.
It is such a good show.
All right, hit
Let's
us
go
with
to
some questions, Mike.
Yes, from the only group I got questions from. I watched the entire Orbital Super replay group from Andrew Byrne. It really is wild how much better Up Your Arsenal is than the other two in the initial trilogy. I started with the first game as well, but Up Your Arsenal was the first one I ever finished. The amount of variety is astounding. The humor is by far the best in the series, and they really refined the gameplay in it too. I remember actually playing a lot of the multiplayer mode, which was intended for online play, just with my brother and having a great time. So I can imagine how awesome that would have been with a full lobby. And from Curtis G, the PS4 remake to concede with the movie and really ripped apart with my gateway. I only ever played a little of the OGs and never played the PS3 games. I got to a point in the PS2 version of the first one, didn't get with it and didn't gel with it compared to Rift Apart. So far, playing 2, it's getting better, but still needs work. Hoping 3 and beyond will be as good as or on par with Rift Apart. I mean, I get that. I didn't like 1 or 2 that much either, so they get better.
Do you guys ever make pancakes?
No, I don't make pancakes.
There's this analogy of, or the story about pancakes that whenever you make pancakes, you get your batter already. The first pancake you make, you're probably going to burn it because you don't know how hot your pan is. It's going to come out, it's going to be good, but it's going to be the worst pancake you're going to make that day. And then your second pancake, better. You know, you may have a cold spot in your pan. You may have a hot spot. You figure it out. But that third pancake you make, you learn from the first 2. You know exactly how to make the third pancake. And that's what these games did. The first game's good. Second game's better. Third game just beats both of them combined. They just learn from their mistakes. Yeah. And when you have rapid development cycles, like a year and like in a couple months, it just works. You know exactly what you need to fix.
Okay.
Goats.
And that actually was a good comparison. And from I just don't want to think about anything fried food after going to the state fair today and eating way too much fried food. And I'm like, pancake batter. But that's neither here nor there. I had a lot of fried food today. From Lila Page, my friend let me borrow Up Your Arsenal when I had never heard of Ratchet and Clank and no other game in the series has lived up to it. Can't say if that was because it was so good or just the first experience kind of deal. But I scoured that game to 100% completion. It was such a refreshing experience. No, it's just one of the best games in the series. So definitely for me, up to the 3, this is the best. So no question. And that one from Jeremy Shannon. In a coincidence, I replayed through the beginning of Going Commando yesterday, and I still love it, especially as an improvement over the first game. I mean, that is a true statement. Definitely improved over that first game.
Yes.
The first game's a good proof of concept. And then Up Your Arsenal is just a good game.
It's a step after the proof of concept which was actually the Agent 9 sections of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon.
I forgot that came up too earlier. Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about that, Mike. I told you that it would come back.
Yeah, my brain doesn't have space for all that.
These are good games.
It's time to start deleting.
All right, let's pull up. Let's give away a Steam code. Let's see, what's my next code to give away? All right, it is Amnesia the Bunker. And your Steam code is 58YQQKJCXK87D3. That is your code for Amnesia the Bunker. Steam code, that is.
Check it out, guys.
Never played it.
It doesn't have the sub cannon, but it's pretty good.
I have it. I've wanted to play it for a while. I haven't got around to it. Did I just buy that on PC the other day? I don't remember because I've got it on PS4.
I can't answer that question.
I'm trying to remember if I did or not.
All right, let's go to Shelf Stacker Bot. And Nick, why don't you lead us in?
Man, this game just lives in my streaming on my PS5. I actually pinned it to my homepage because I feel like I'm going to play this game again before the end of this year. It's that good.
Okay, good.
No,
and I mean that. I'm always happy when people have that game that they just love, you know? Yeah. Or that series that they just love and lives in their brain.
I'm a stupid man and I like stupid games.
This is not a stupid game.
Ah, man, are you sure? Have you seen?
It's a funny game. It's not a stupid game.
It's a silly game for a silly goose.
Silly, but when you say stupid, I think of more like bad game. This is not. This is the first one in my opinion, they got it right. But then again, the issue is I'm looking at it from years different. So
like Sly Cooper 3. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, the issue with Sly Cooper 3 is it's Sly Cooper, it's Sly and Friends, but Friends is capitalized and Sly is all little case, and they shrunk it down too. So I'm still upset. And Emanuel.
I don't remember what I gave Going Commando.
Good news. You could look up the episode.
Did we have stack back in the day, back 4 years ago?
I think so.
You think
it came
so?
because of the person that is the reason why we did these, but I can't. So probably yes, because he was the one that added stack to the.
I'm almost certain that I might have given stack to Going Commando, and this one I am probably also going to stack. I have issues with this game. Like I know that a lot of people really love this game, like Nick, but I just have those issues with like the checkpoints and that final level. I just think that both Going Commando and Albertin Arsenal are kind of in the same league. To me, to be honest, like I don't think that I necessarily prefer one over the other. Maybe Going Commando because of nostalgia. And even though I did dunk a lot on that game when we talked about it, that I do remember. But I have played that one out of the trilogy, like the most. So obviously I kind of have my preferences of like that, the humor in that game and stuff going on in that game more than in this one. And this one is like, it's more Ratchet and Clank and I really love it, but I don't know. There's that something missing that I prefer the future series over the original trilogy.
I'm gonna take that personally.
I think that also plays like I know like when we did 1 and 2, and I know that was a thing for the other guy too, because you guys have experienced later in the series where like this is not what I remember because we haven't gotten there yet. Where like for me, I'll go next. With this being like my first time ever playing this game, like and playing through the series, and like I haven't played better yet. Like to me, this is I'm putting it on the shelf. I had a great time. Other than that final fight or the final level, the one I came back and was prepared. It's like I had a great time with this game. Like, but then again, I don't know what lies around the corner. I've never played. I just played the first 3. I just now finished the first trilogy that took many years for me to get around to.
It gets better.
And that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And that makes me kind of excited. I can't say that we'll be doing Deadlock. Even we'll do Deadlock next year. I don't know. Because this is not a series that I don't know if it's something I really care enough to take up slots. There's other shit I'd rather play.
Let me see how long to beat. Let me see how long to beat.
I want to say Deadlock.
I think that Deadlock is like one of the shortest ones. I don't think that it's that long.
It feels like a good solid 8 hours.
7.5 hours, according to how long to beat.
So I mean, I can do it in 6.
Albertin Arsenal took me like 7.5. So
it took me almost a month. So supposedly the first game is 12 hours, and Going Commando 13 hours. Ratchet and Clank Albertin Arsenal 11.5 hours.
I think it took me. It took me probably like about 12 from what I remember when I was saving, like when I looked at my last save. But yeah, put on the shelf. John, what about you?
I'm probably. I think I'm with Lion. I think I'm probably going to stack it. I like it. It's a fun game. The writing is all really good, but it's just like it is missing that something that they don't find until later on. And so, I think it's would be going on the stack for me. Still a fun game. I still recommend. I mean, I recommend all the Ratchet and Clank games, but they didn't find it out for a couple more games. They didn't really figure out the formula.
Okay. I don't know when I'll play another one. I don't even know if it won't be 5 years. I'm not gonna make it go that long before I do Deadlock, but we'll see.
I hope not.
No.
I mean, this year we completed Spyro 3, we completed this Emanuel, we completed Kingdom Hearts except for Dark Road, and we even did Sly 3 finally. So like, I don't know. I mean, if there's other stuff, you tell me if you want me to do. I know you don't want me to do more Spyro. You made that very clear. Well, you don't need to ever play another Spyro game. You're good.
Oh, God. And no, we don't need to do any more Spyro games. We did the ones that are important. Although John would say to do the Legend of Spyro games, but God, those are very long. Those are very long, John, Mike, because those are like God of War clones. So I don't know. We'll see.
I kind of want to do Sly 4 just to do it, but that's another one that I just don't know.
Problem is how to do Sly 4 for some of you. I can, because, I have my PC set up with RPCS3, so I can emulate it. Then Nick would probably say use the streaming service thing from PS Plus, but But other than that, there's like no other way. Those are like the two other options, or having like an actual physical copy and a PS3.
Actually, but I want save states, so I don't know if that's a thing.
I mean the games. I'm not.
But
I don't remember if
PS3,
that
so
games.
the game might be much more friendlier because the 360 PS3 era is when gaming gets much friendlier.
Yes.
So it might not even need it. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I think about, but we'll see. Just because I kind of want to just wrap up the series and never, I mean, Sony forgot it exists, so I played it last game. I don't ever think about it again because Sony ain't going to. So
Mm-hmm.
All right, I should intro what we're talking about next week. Next week, you can hear us talk about Pokemon Black and White 2.
Hell yeah!
Nice. Never played that one, but nice.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. Play Black 1 or White 1, and then I think you're good right there.
No, bye.
We'll see how I feel when I beat this damn game. So, that's what you hear about next week.
Is that the Switch game?
No, that's the the third Pokemon DS game.
Is there a black or white game on the Switch? Why am I thinking there's one on the Switch?
No.
No.
No, there's not.
Maybe I'm thinking of Diamond and Pearl.
There's a Diamond and Pearl remake,
Yes.
but that wasn't on Switch either, was it?
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the Switch.
Oh, it was
I
on
think
Switch?
that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, that's the generation before Black and White, and it's I like Platinum. I like Black and White 1 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make myself play all the Pokemon games too. Like, this year was all about finishing stuff for me and getting games done that were on my list for way too long, like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this year is about for me. Like my Spooktober, which is coming soon for those listening. You're hearing games that I've just been meaning to play. So, all right. And I think then we should go to plugs. And Emanuel, where will find you at?
You can find me on a couple of other episodes of this whole podcast. The Spiral Tree episode, the Slide Tree episode, all the Kingdom Hearts, almost all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Don't look for me anywhere else because I am on sabbatical for who knows what. Who knows when.
Never mind. I thought maybe you were back by now.
No. I've barely been playing games like on my off time, so I'm not even doing streaming anymore. So
okay. And I forgot to ask this off the air, but Nick, you don't have anything to plug, correct?
No, but if you're in the Houston, Texas area and need a nice cup of coffee, come join me at my cafe in the Heights called Simply Coffee.
Just make sure to bring a suck cannon.
I was about to say, talking about the
bring a vacuum with you. All right, we should go to. Oh yeah, now I'll go to my plug. If you enjoyed this episode, over 850 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to hear the rest of our Ratchet and Clank content, which surprisingly there is a little bit, you will see that in the show notes from 4 years ago. So check that out. If you want to support the show, I know. We have a Patreon. We'll vote in our Patreon poll, and if you donate $10 or more, I will plug your podcast, YouTube channel, whatever it is, for every episode I record during that month. And I release 3 to 4 episodes a week of this show. So, and they don't get edited. Once that's out there, it's in there. So someone might listen to that episode randomly. They will hear your plug. $10 a month. Help me out. And if you want to be on the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, if you want to lurk, we have a Discord. Please join our Discord. I always have new people join us. It's a very good group. And all you need is a headset. You don't even need much. Like I do my best to make it work and bring new people on all the time. So, right. And want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro because Helena at Hell Hasfree. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And check out A Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. Currently on hiatus, but he'll be back eventually. And also check out absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress. Talks about the MCU movies, MCU adjacent movies, and he has something special coming up for October. So check out his show. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Stay frosty.